Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Queen Tulsa Show. Y'all, I'm like really, really, really just over it. I'm really, really over it. Hello, Sonya. Happy birthday, Sonya. Today is Sonya's birthday, y'all. Mellow Lipstick Diva says, hey. Hi. I'm here today. Um, just trying to make it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say I'm, like I don't hate these people, but I don't approve of like what they're doing and how they're doing it. You're welcome. Happy birthday. If you guys want to show Sonya some love, Sonya, drop your cash app in the chat. Today is Sonya's birthday. But I wanted to come here and share something with you all. Like I'm so over it all. I think I've been bringing awareness to what's going on in my life, what happened to me. And I've been having people sit up trying to play in my face. And I get it. Like, they don't have content and they're struggling to keep their channels in rotation. I get it. I get it. But when you sit up here and, you know, using me as a punchline to your comedy show, um, that's where I draw the line. I've had several content creators jump in my inbox. Oh, I want to interview you, and this happened on such and such, and you need to do this and you need to do that. What you need to do is get you some new content. If you're being ignorant, no, I will not be engaging with you. You think it's funny, and this is not a laughing matter. And then the most ridiculous shit that I've heard was you're monetizing off of trans lives. You're trying to monetize off the pain of trans. Exactly. Why? So they can laugh at you. Exactly. That seems what they're doing. And it's, I'm just happy that people can see who these folks are. Like, how are you 1 minute standing up for LBGT and then the next minute you're praising an attack? I'm confused. I am really confused. And these, oh my God, people are really showing who they are. And I'm forever grateful for that. But you've been identified. Move on. Do you? I'm lying. This is not real. Well, move on. How hard is it for you to move on? If you don't believe me, move on. Move right along. I want to share something with y'all. So just give me 1 second.
Hi. Thank you for doing this. Why don't you sit down right here and try to get these mics on, everybody. By a show of hands, how many of you have been a target of violence for who you are?
They want you to see them as they see themselves, transgender women.
Tell me.
But more than that, just women.
You know, as I sit here today, a 6'3", 250 plus trans woman, it is only safe to say that I draw a lot of attention.
But these women have learned the world is not always an accepting place and can be a cruel and dangerous one, too.
I was attacked by 4 men in broad daylight next to a fire station.
Okay, so I do know Kanaya Walker, as I did stay in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, y'all have to understand. Y'all have to understand, like, this is nothing to play with. And I think I've talked about, some of my struggles, when, I had my overdose and, how got my life back together, been in recovery, sobriety. And so, one thing that really gets me going is the individuals in my community are not the ones that are standing up for me. They are actually the first to get it started on the bashing. But we'll finish hearing what Kanaya Walker has to say.
For simply existing.
It was the day before Easter, 2017, along Florida Avenue in Northeast. Monroe Poston, first targeted with verbal attacks.
That's a man. Look at him, who he think he fooling.
Then, physical ones.
As I walked into the store, they continued. When I walked out of the store, that's when they started to throw their hands up and start trying to attack me. And the rest, unfortunately, is a part of my story.
Sadly, the stories of violence against the transgender community are becoming more and more common.
They held me against the wall, like with the gun to my head.
For Kanaya Walker, it happened in 2014 while she was doing what she calls sex work, being paid for sex in Birmingham, Alabama.
So I'm like, should I call the police or should I not call the police? Because number one, I'm Black, then I'm trans, and I'm in Alabama.
That same year, threats made against Taylor Chandler shook her to her core.
Wish you'd burn to death, and then they would rape you and make sure that you're dead.
Targeted, she said, after her transgender identity became public.
For straight people, they go out and do stuff and never think that they could be killed or harmed. I think when you're LGBTQ and especially trans of color, you're always thinking that you could be murdered. It's not even like there's a fear of it per se. It's just a given. It's going to happen.
So when you say, well, that gay brother over there says that it didn't happen to you, you deserve that. When a gay man in the same community says you deserve that, you're doing exactly what the perpetrators do. You are a part of the problem, dude.
happen. And that needs to change.
The Human Rights Campaign says last year was the deadliest on record for the transgender community, with at least 47 killed nationwide. And since 2013, HRC says at least 284 transgender people have been murdered across the country, including 3 from our area: Zoe Spears, Ashanti Carmen, and Taya Ashton.
Political rhetoric normalizes violence. We saw that on January the 6th. It's the same when it comes to transgender people.
Tori Cooper is Director of Community Engagement for HRC's Transgender Justice Initiative. She says the rise in transgender violence is driven in part by a wave of anti-LGBTQ+ legislation and sentiment in conservative-leaning states. HRC reporting last year, more than 130 anti-transgender bills were introduced across 8 states, with state legislatures enacting 13 of them.
When they are demeaning trans people and our very, very existence, and again, attempting to legislate every single part of our existence, suddenly people who may have thought otherwise, or who may have simply had thoughts but didn't act on them, suddenly they feel empowered to commit crimes against us.
HRC also says the epidemic of transgender violence disproportionately targets Black people, with research showing 66% of all transgender murders were Black transgender women.
You don't see stories of people that look like me being attacked. And let's be honest, if Caitlyn Jenner was assaulted or attacked, there'd be a task force. But when you have a Black trans woman that's attacked or brutally assaulted or murdered, it's a soundbite on the news.
The women told me it's on all of us to end the cycle of violence by treating the transgender community with acceptance and respect, regardless of whether you understand their journey. For women like Monroe, an actress with an upcoming role on a successful cable TV series, or Taylor, about to publish her 4th book, and Kanaya, who is now a counselor in Prince George's County, providing support services to those living with HIV/AIDS and other sexually transmitted infections.
You know, just touching one person makes a difference.
I'm someone's daughter. I'm someone's niece.
So let's understand it. And so this is not a back and forth. This is not a, we about to get into it. This is me speaking on my trans sisters. So if you heterosexual people in here, if you straight people in here, you want to have a back and forth about, oh, this is the straight woman and the straight man. This ain't about that. I'm tired of talking about you motherfuckers. It is about my sisters. It is about the injustice. And guess what? I'm still going to crank it the fuck up, whether if y'all like it or not. The shit that was done to me was wrong. These Black women continuing to spew this weird ass rhetoric. You have these content creators, King Payne, you have the fucking whatever Raw. You have the Aaron disgusting Wilds. These people really disgust me. They really put a bad taste in my mouth. And if you're a mod for their channel, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. That has nothing to do with me. I don't do those motherfuckers. I'm so over it. I'm to the point now where, why are you like this, Queen? Why are you in your feelings? Well, let me tell you why. Let me tell you why. I have an individual that reached out to me and says, hey, you want to come on the show for an interview? My reply is, am I going to be slandered? What's the goal? Are you for protecting Black trans? This person replies, are you standing up for Black trans is the question. Sean is calling you a liar. You need to come and stand up for trans women. You be on my platform any other time. And my reply was, wow, With this energy, I'll pass. Y'all just don't get it. I stand for my sisters. Maybe you should review my channel before making assumptions. I feel like you black gay content creators are making a mockery, and it's a shame. What happened to Black Lives Matter? Or was it specific lives that mattered? I'm not coming to be harassed and attacked. That has been done by the hotel staff. I'm glad you know I do come and support your show. You don't support mine. I'm in a space where I'm trying to heal my body. It's sore as fuck. I haven't had a good night's rest. I can't sleep. Flashbacks, easily startled. I'm utilizing my platform to bring awareness. And it's also my coping mechanism. Mental health is real. I speak on that too, but I guess if I'm not stirring drama or engaging in mess, I'm unworthy of being heard on a real life issue. I love you, however, I'm protecting my mental. And this person replies, you do not have to talk about Sean if you're really protecting your trans sisters. You need to come and tell your story and be serious about trans lives. Protecting your sisters if that's what you really stand for. You need to share your truth and stand on it. I said, what makes you think I'm not serious? This person says, because it's time to take a stand and you pussy popping and backpedaling. So mind you, this person is aware of what happened to me. This person is aware of every other drama that's out there. I'm just not interested. Then I have another content creator hops up in my inbox. Hey, what's up? My name is blank blank, and I got a YouTube channel, and I have been getting all type of messages regarding you and wanted to see if you was down to come to the platform to chat. I said, I'm open to you coming to my channel. What's your motive? And then I watched some content. I sent him 2 videos. I said, your mod blank has a reputation. I'm staying clear of that dark energy. This person says, okay, that's fine. I don't know you to have a motive. People have been telling me your story about how everybody playing and laughing in your face. And I wanted to know the real story. That's it. It's not a big deal. Trust me. LOL. It's social media. If you're not down, that's cool. I always reach out to who my people want to see and hear from. Blank was one of the 10 to 15 people to ask me to check on you and get you on because he felt bad how Aaron did you. I said, well, I've watched your video. You need mess to cover. This is my life. I refuse to let another gay man continue to add insult to my attack. Blank is messy. I've blocked him. So carry out mess with someone else, Toots. And that was a message. And so he replies back and says, LOL, I got mess to cover. Just wanted to see if you wanted a chance to talk. So when I gag and roast you tomorrow on my docket, you could have responded. If you watch my videos, you know I don't need y'all on my channel to bring in views. I can still gag you without you being there, and my number's still gonna be there. They say you like clout, so I was trying to give you light because nobody online give a fuck about you. You on the docket tomorrow for faking a hate crime. So then I say, like I said, I'm good. Go tear down your people and keep me out of it. I will not entertain shit shows. You're clearly a sellout. Make up as many scenarios. It's none of my business. I don't watch you. I did my research. I'm not interested in making my real life story a joke. Shame on you, black man. See, I'm a sister that knows better. You're a disservice to the trans community. He says, LOL, okay. And yesterday he tags me and stuff. And decides to defame me on his channel by saying that I lied. And so that's the shit that I'm going through. So when you say, okay, well, what's her problem? The issue is these black people are running in my DM trying to make fun of me, telling me that I lied and doing the most. And when y'all say Black Lives Matter, do they really? Do they really? Don't call my phone trying to ask me anything. It's just not going down. No. Okay, let me block you since you want to continue. But I want you guys to hear this. I want you guys to hear this. Get into this.
No, it's racist. Put it down. No, no.
Okay, so let me see. I wanted to bring up something, so just give me 1 second. Hey, Dion, how are you? I'm just not for all that rhetoric. Like, stay on topic, or it, like, if we're not on topic, it bothers me. Like, I don't want to hear anything else but what the fuck I'm trying to say.
She's not into you, honey. She's not. She's married, honey.
I am married. Please leave me alone.
She's not into you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry for you. You're not her groove. You're just not it, honey. You're not it. You're not it. Accept it, honey. Move on, honey. You've had the clicks and views. Didn't you have fun tonight? You had people in there, right? They were agreeing with you, right? You got everything out, didn't you? I actually thought you got everything out last night. So why tonight? You should have ordered a pizza, honey. You should have been playing Uno with a fine gentleman tonight, honey. What's going on in your world?
And that's the kicker. Find something to do with your time. Find somebody else to harass. But it was this one particular lady that I wanted to I don't know. Let me see. There was a video that I wanted to play. I mean, it was this black woman. She was just really, really in her feelings. I mean, she was just really driving her point that she didn't believe me. She stands with the hotel and all this other whack shit. I think this might be it.
Like you hit a No, it's racist. Put it down. No.
Okay. Okay, and check this out. This is another thing. One thing that you cannot do is that's just like a white person can never understand a black person's injustice, their pain. If you've never walked, if you're not trans, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like. Yeah, you black and gay, but you don't know what it's like to be trans, to be black, proud, and trans. Living in your truth, girl. Living in your truth. It saddens me that the gay community. I mean, it really seems like they only want to just worry about themselves. Some of them, not all of them are like that. I have some gay male allies on my side, and they have no understanding. And that's serious. Y'all could never understand. Good morning, good afternoon. See, I don't even know what damn time of the day it is, but we're gonna make it. We're gonna push through. All right, evolution. Give me 1 second. But as we wait for evolution, I want to play this clip right quick of when white people just need to just mind their own fucking business.
But again, if you have an addiction, you can't just replace one addiction with another addiction. Like you can't just be, have an addiction to one drug, but then you sit on lives and smoke weed and drink every day. Like that's not sobriety. So
weed every day. She's allowed to and I said this before. The situations seem strange. So she came to the hotel for what? Lady of the evening situation.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hey girl, what's up?
I'm pushing through. I am sore as hell. I'm agitated, irritated. It's raining right now, so I'm super. I don't
Yeah,
know. The pain is just running, to say the least. How are you doing today? But I'm here. Let me say this. You said, "How am I doing?" I'm grateful. I am. Um, I'm grateful for today. I'm grateful for today.
that's good.
How are you?
I'm good. I just wanted to chime in on some of the things you were saying. Um, First of all, ugh, I don't know. There is a lot of division within the quote unquote community.
Hmm.
Um, I don't know why. I mean, there's a lot of different stuff. If you're not in the community, you know, you don't know like how divided it is. You have people that just love everybody, and then you have people that are like, no, this is my group and this is what I stand for, blah 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 blah. But I just think it's funny, like as far as like being a gay man, because like there's still what gay hate crimes, but they're not as numerous as like 10, 15 years ago. you know Even when I was a kid, like gay bashing, that's what they called it.
Hmm.
That was really rampantly happening. You were at the ATM, you were walking to your house, and
Hmm.
it's funny because it's like now that it's not as uh now that it's not happening as often, it's funny how gay men want to turn their back and act like people cannot be attacked. You know, it's just weird to me because they've eased up off of us and now they're really targeted towards the trans community.
Oh
As
yeah.
far as hatefulness. And it's amazing to watch these men just be so removed from the situation. Like even as a gay man, like I enter certain spots and I can feel the energy. I've gone into certain barbershops and I knew that if I looked at someone, they were getting ready to start something with me. Like it's
Hmm.
just, I can only imagine, like my truth being, a woman expression, how dangerous that would be, for me. So I have I totally understand that. And then I remember when I was living in DC, a lot of the trans girls just coming up missing. Like they weren't even finding these girls. And it was just chatter within the community. Nothing was ever on the news. You know, we were putting up the flyers. You know, have you seen? We had no, um, there was no, with the news and the outlets, nobody gave a damn. People, and it's funny because, you know, like, it's not funny, but it just seems like really in America, we just hone the, if it's not me, I don't give a damn. You know, like
Yeah.
if it doesn't affect you, then, you know, you don't care. You know, like it doesn't matter because it's not me. You know, like that's on you. You know, and we just gotta really climb up out of that because we're all human beings, you know, like, and at the end of the day, it's clothing, it's hair, it's makeup. Like, why are people making such a big deal out of this? There's so much more to a person than their expression, you know? It's like, look past that. Who cares? Why is it so threatening for people? That you feel free wearing what you want to wear. That's so mind-boggling to me. Somebody, you paid for those clothes, you paid for those net. That's your responsibility. Why am I so triggered by what you're doing? Like, I just always thought that that was weird. Like, mind your fucking business. If you're not into it, look the other way. If you don't like it, there's so many people that like have health problems, have financial problems, but they worried about another motherfucker. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? If
Yeah.
you look at your plate and see all the shit you got on your plate, trust me, your head you wouldn't even look up. See, I'm the type of person that I bring a lot of energy. You know, people are drawn to my aura, my energy, but I'm not looking at you. I'm worried about my own shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
worried about what's going on in my life. Like, I don't give a fuck. People need to stop giving a fuck. Worry about yourself. What about your kids? What about all the shit that's going wrong in your life? But then you worried about this trans woman walking down the street. Oh, so you're trying to distribute your energy in a negative way. Oh, okay, I get it. I guess it's like television. People watch TV and like, you know, like distract themselves from the world. But you gonna still, as much as they hate on you, they still gotta pay their bills. They still gotta do what the fuck they gotta do. So why don't you just focus on your shit? You know, it's like, okay, you're gonna have the naysayers, the people that don't believe in this and that. What the fuck? And then like when you said that old boy was like just basically trying to set you up, I want you to come and tell your story. Motherfucker, you know my story.
You know it.
You know my story. So what the fuck is this? What is it? What is it? At least write me a check. You want
Right.
me to come on there and you get a bunch of views and you get a check from YouTube and all this other shit. Let's capitalize off of it then. Be a gracious host and pay your guests. I mean, if that's what that's all that it is, you know, and you, and this is coming from the bottom of my heart, you can't entertain that shit. You gotta really center yourself and just stay in prayer because these motherfuckers already getting what they want to get off of you. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So you have to just stay in that place, you know, and I'm really proud of you because you know you're not entertaining the BS. It's done. They've had their way with you. Everybody is flipping. And there's so much other stuff going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
for them to be given all of this, like okay, haha, he he. Like I said earlier, okay, now what? Now what? We
You
gonna
know, and I always have to play that clip. You send me to heaven with that. I mean, the way that you got in there, you just expressed it. That really, see, that's the thing that gets, that's something that makes me feel good. Somebody, standing up for me, even when it's unpopular. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing. They're running with the crowd. And for you, Evolution, to stand in your truth and support me behind the scenes, in front of the scenes. I mean, we've known each other and you know the real me. And thank you for showing up because you've been in the backgrounds. And I'm like, okay, let's just let them say what they want to say and come on and let these people know who they're dealing with, you know? And I thank you for that.
This is your platform, but this is also an outlet. You have so many other things going on, and I know that because I know you in real life. So to hear this narrative and all of this stuff spin when you know the person for real, it's just like, what is this really about? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Where is this coming from? So of course it's more sensitive for me because I really know you.
Yeah.
But I mean, I feel like your audience definitely knows you to a degree, but they don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Because you're only on here for what, couple of hours. You know what I'm saying? You can't really break down the whole definition of a person, but I have to say that there's so much more to you. Like, this is not, who wants to make this up? I know it's some sick people out there,
Yeah,
but you're
exactly.
one of them. You're just not one of them. Do they really think that you wanted someone to put their hands on you? Do they really think that and throw all your ending summer plans off, all the stuff you want to do with your family, all the stuff that you had in place? Like, for real? Like, there was so much money to be made.
Yes.
This was on a halt. Like, I just don't get it. That's just like any other independent contractor. When something comes up, you're shit out of luck. Why? Because you work for yourself.
Yeah.
It's just, and these guys, like, I just wonder, like, what kind of life are you living? Because it's not full. It's not full to me. Like, that guy that just went day after day after day just peddling this. I was just like, do you have love in your life? Like, where are you from? What state are you living in?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm the type of person, like, okay, I say something and I'm done. I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't
You
understand that.
pieced out. You
You said,
pieced it out.
yeah. It was just like, and then these women. But what I think the lesson in this is that some of the people that you thought were cool, some of the people that you thought were allies and stuff like that, everything was really revealed. I mean,
Yes.
who would have known it would have been revealed over something like this?
This.
But
You know what? E- Evolution. That's what was really blowing my mind because I'm like taking it in. It's being presented. I'm taking it in, and I'm just sitting behind the camera like I'm watching this before I even addressed it. I'm like, oh my God. Like, is this like like I forgave you, and then to like for me to just be, somebody sent me something, and then for me to see you sitting and engaging with a big ass smile on your face. Oh, I was just playing. Well, I'm glad you let me know that you thought that my situation was something to play about.
I don't care. Like, I don't know that Marcella lady, but I used to love All About the Tea with Monica. I loved it. I was working crazy hours. She'd have these long lives. It 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 helped my you know, my grind, you know, just go, you know, just like YouTube. YouTube is such an outlet, you know, because people are at work,
Hmm.
people might be sick, people might be, you know, going through something. You know what I'm saying? It's such a powerful medium. But I used to love All About the Tea, and I remember Marcella being on there and a whole bunch of other people and stuff. That woman, mm, girl, way too old to be giving what you giving. Way too old. Where's the wisdom? Where's the guidance? Like, girl, you should be like Mother Hen. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I just
You-
don't get it. I don't get it. And for her to say she lived such a full life, girl, it's not that full. Because I'm gonna tell you something. When you nasty, you move nasty.
yeah.
And that was nasty. That was nasty. Learn how to be quiet. Learn how to message people. If people really gave a fuck, everybody that did all this, they would have really messaged you and been like, okay, let's talk about it. No, motherfucker, it's like, hey, shit, let's go live. Let's go live up in this motherfucker. Let's roast.
Hmm.
You know, like there was no genuine conversations. I mean, the proof is in the pudding. I'm about to, oh, you want to come on my show? Well, bitch, I'm about to roast you tonight. Well, why the fuck? That's just like giving the homeless person, like telling the homeless person that you don't have any money. But it's like, you know what? I'm going to go in the store and I'm going to see what I can do. But before you even go in the store, this motherfucker cussing you out. You know what I'm saying? So then it's
Exactly.
like, well, why the fuck would I give you $1 when you cussing me out right now? Damn, I was kind of looking for some change for you, but you done let me have it.
Hmm.
You know, so it's like, well, why would I do this? You already knew the motive. You wanted me to come on there so you could make a fool out of me. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? That's what you wanted to do.
And once I challenge them, then they go into this whole other spiel. Now I'm this, now I'm that. Well, I'll be that. But what I won't be is assaulted again on your platform. So
It's
good luck with that.
it's not worth it. I nobody is being genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like for me personally, it would have to be Oprah herself. It would have to be literally Oprah. You know what I'm saying? Someone that would really listen, somebody that was, you know, really trying to get to all of this. This is turn into, oh, I want her on my show. Oh yeah, that would be cool. You know, like clicks and views
But
and
listen, when I was asking people to cover the story, nobody wanted to cover it. When Wiley covered my story, oh, here come the roaches. They scattered. They came out. I was a crumb on the table. I was a crumb on the fucking table for those roaches. They wanted that. They wanted that last crumb, like it was a last supper. They all started running out. But I had been on people's channel, and guess what? I had been on Wiley's channel a few times before he picked it up. Somebody actually went behind and gave him the story and was like, "Yeah, she's not playing." And that's when he was. That's when he came on my show and he said, "Got information. Is not. I understand it wasn't." And then that's when I went on there. And this is my thing. Whether Wiley or whoever said whatever, my thing was he gave me a platform. He has a big platform. I was able to say what I needed to say. And whether he was asking those type of questions or not, I was there for my story. I wasn't there to dissect anything. I wasn't there to whatever. I was there to simply inform you all what happened to me, how you can help me. If you can help, you can help. If you can't, then that's fine. I understand that. I'm not a bully. I'm not going to sit up here and go around and be terrorizing the streets because you didn't give me something. You would have thought this woman said that I asked her to go fund me $5. Now, man, why would I be mad over $5 when Hood Life Chronicle sent me a lovely donation to pay my ADT system so I can be secured? So there's people that help. It doesn't have to be on that GoFundMe. They can send it to my Cash App. And when I purchase something, and as the Vegas girl, when I purchase something, whenever somebody gives me money for something, I make sure I go ahead and make that payment, make that purchase. I screenshot, I send them, and then when the item gets here, I also send them a picture as well. That's just how I am. I know I don't have to do it, but that's just me being real. I don't have anything to hide.
I mean, but yeah, that's who you are, and that's why it's so like morphed that I don't know. These people just, I guess, think that you just from the gutter or something. You know, you just on some gutter shit, which is so far from the truth. You know, it's just, I think I look at it because I know you, and then just to see all this foolishness is just like, it's crazy to me.
And you know for a fact, like I am for my people. Like if it was a story that had come out like that, somebody wanted to share it, you don't victim shame, whether if you believe it or not. Those are just your thoughts. And like I said, I've always said, wait until everything is over. Wait until everything is over. But to keep going on these campaigns and to keep showing up and sending people in my chat to try to distract me and to come over to your channel, it's like those people are just they're robots. They can just be programmed.
I've never, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have never seen anything like this in my life where someone was open enough to share the all the people saying that it didn't happen. This is some of the weirdest shit I've ever heard of in my life. Now I could see if this was the fifth or sixth time that this, you have told this story and you're on the internet and you're asking for money and you're doing this and you're doing that. This is like serious. This is just like an incident that who wants to talk? I mean, but I know because I've seen Dr. Phil and, he's had some deep, guests on there. So I know people make stuff up, but why would you want to? And why is everyone so angry that that this is like your story? Like that this really happened to you. Like, that's just what I can't get my head wrapped around.
Yeah, and I want them to be angry, but just not in that way.
Huh?
I say, yeah, I want them to be angry, but like not in that way. Like
Yeah, not in that way. Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. They're so passionate that this did not happen to you. Like, I was one of the few that was called after the incident. I heard the trembling in your voice. I heard the cries. I heard the out of breath. I was there. Like, this, who wants this to happen? You're in Tulsa, Oklahoma as a Black trans woman. Like, it's crazy.
Oh my God, we're having a tornado, child. Oh my
What?
God. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. Let me try to lock it down.
Yeah, it's really storming up there, girl.
Are you safe over there?
Yeah, I still got power,
Okay.
but I don't know for how long. This shit is no joke, girl.
Listen here. When it rains, it pours. That's our
That wind,
ancestors. They making noise. Come and help me.
that wind.
Yes.
Woo.
We need this.
Yeah.
See, that's how they're gonna hear me. I'm coming through like thunder, baby. I'm roaring. I'm coming through. This is my breakthrough. Not only is this for me, this is for those that have lost their lives, the ones that are voiceless. And I think that's the problem. They are they're upset that I've been a problem for them. When you talk about all about the tea, that's where a lot of people got to know me. If you look where I started and you look where I am now, bitch, give me a round of applause.
Yeah.
Because the girl has come a long way.
But everybody on the internet is being crafty, is being clever. You know, it's alter egos on here. This is entertainment at the end of the day. You know, it's fun. We're kikiing, we're ha-haing. How did, I mean, you review shows, you know, touch on different topics. It's entertainment at the end of the day. You know, it's a conversation, it's a dialogue. But how do we distribute that into that didn't happen to you and you deserved it and I hope don't nobody help you? How did we get there?
Or shit, how do we get to let me call to this man calling the hotel, telling them
A lot of energy. That's what I'm saying. Where are these men from? That takes a lot of energy. Do you think I'm getting ready to call Florida to check up on Tasha K? To see really down in Florida? Do you think I'm getting ready to do that? Like for real, I'm taking some time out of my day. I'm looking in the yellow pages. I'm Googling where I think she says she lives. Do you think I'm getting ready to do that dumb shit? And I'm not working for a news reporter. I'm not working for the FBI. What the fuck am I doing with my life? That's when you.
oh no,
You,
let me take it back.
Oh.
We had a person reach out to the news. Reached out to the news and was investigating. Why didn't you pick up the story? And this and that and this and that. Hello, official Kingpin, come right on in. Yeah, if you want to have a conversation, Kingpin, let's do it here. I have my brother here. I have my ally here. I feel protected over here. So if you would like to have a conversation, you could come up. Evolution, are you okay with that?
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. It's that dude with the dreads.
Yeah.
I don't care. Because, I mean, whatever negativity, I mean, that's karma. That's on you, honey. That's your story.
Exactly.
You'll have to live with that.
Exactly. But I'm gonna be honest. Just because he arrives, okay. Well, sir, listen here. You are going to be put in timeout because there's no promotion over here, love. Okay, so you've officially been put in timeout. See, it's the foolishness like that.
That's what I'm saying. Get a man. Get a man. Ain't he in Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Los Angeles is popping. What are you giving? What are you giving? You could go to Venice Beach, Melrose. He could be downtown. All them beautiful restaurants. All those beautiful people.
What's his big bubble jacket on?
Honey, get a date. Get a date online, honey. Live your life. What are you giving? What are you truly giving? Honey, get your hair twisted. There's so many things to be doing. No, I'm gonna go on her channel and fuck with her. That's what I'm gonna do. That's what I'm gonna do with my life. The fuck out of here.
And see, ladies and gentlemen, if you are watching, if you don't have friends, family, supporters that are standing up like Evolution, you really need to reevaluate your circle. Because we don't do that here. Like we have lives over here. You know, festering into trying to tear somebody down. There's a difference in an investigation. Yes, absolutely, honey. Baby, we gave you your first class ticket right on up out of here, girl. We not playing those games. You're not going to sit over here and play in my face. And you know what? I think what these people was thinking was, let's try to break her down, and we just run over her. Do y'all not know I was on All About the Tea? I saw the mess go down. Do y'all not remember about this? Will be what was that when when Armand, Tasha K, Wiley, Larry Reed, Conscious TV was on that live, girl? Who was there? Me. It's the growth for me. I learned something from them people that day. I learned something that day. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And yeah, that's true. He did have a big weekend. I mean, he should be loving himself right now, not trying to hate somebody. You had the storm shit popping off with the Tasha K and the blah blah blah, and you gave what you wanted to give. I'm not gonna say what was supposed to give, but you gave what you wanted to give. Now it's Monday, and I guess you finding another victim, to fuck with. It's not happening over here, honey. You're in Atlanta, LA. Those are some poppin' cities, honey. There's something for you to do. Go get some ice cream. Go get some ice cream. Go to Six Flags. Hell, if you're in LA, go to Magic Mountain, honey. You have other things you could be doing. You should be doing them. You should be doing them. You're a young man. Honey, go for it. The sky's the limit. But coming over and trying to fuck with somebody that's already going through some shit, come on now. I would think you would be better than that. I would really think that you would be better than that. But it's not happening today. It's not happening today. Go get your hair twisted, honey. It was looking a little rough. Now that you got a couple of dollars in your pocket from this weekend, go ahead and sit in a chair, honey, and let them twist them dreads. Get it together, honey. Go get a facial. Hell, them feet probably need to be touched. Go put your feet in the hot water and let old girl, get your feet together. I'm sure LA is not having the weather we having. You know what I'm saying? Girl, go get a margarita, honey. Go to West Hollywood, honey. Stroll down West Hollywood. Go to Mickey's, honey. Go to the Abbey, honey. Their nachos are amazing. Go get their nachos.
And this is why I love you. This is why I love you, honey.
I love you too, girl. I'm riding with you, girl. I'm going to be here after the fact. They shut YouTube down. They shut all this shit. Me and you, we in the same neighborhood, girl. Our families are connected. I'm going to see you during the holiday. It's going to be different with your condition, but I'm going to see you during the holiday. We got real life shit, honey. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, these young men need to find a hobby, honey. It was what it was. You said Joe P. People doing library cards, honey. They're getting creative with this.
Yeah.
Honey, we were up. We were bedazzling that night, honey. What did the jeans and the denim jacket turn out to be? Let me see. Turn it around, honey. It was a lot of bedazzling. And that Vaughn, whatever that, honey, that man is a mess. And he couldn't even get a lot of his words out. I didn't know if he was drinking or smoking. I didn't know what was going on. He was all over the place.
And even with me, because I've been called out, oh, she's supposed to be sobriety and she's smoking and drinking. Well, guess what? A motherfucking addict is out of control. Okay? The addict is out of control. Okay? And my doctor approves of this. So get your facts together, love. Could you cut your camera on, please? Not you, Evolution. We have a guest in the back.
Who is it? Oh, hell.
So why?
Okay, it's not so. Listen, you're not gonna come over here and try to get your moment. You're gonna get your moment on your own channel. Okay? And there you have it.
Oh, honey, go on about your business. Go on your channel. Go on your channel. You do it so well, honey. Go on your channel. Go
Right.
on your channel, honey, and walk around that real sketchy house of yours. And you do what you do best, honey. Go ahead and, roll up you a blunt, get everybody to come in, and you have yourself a good old time. But I do suggest that you get your hair twisted, honey, because it was for you to be doing all these lives, honey. Let's touch up that hair.
Why you trying to touch on all these topics? Okay.
Real talk.
It's just
I just need these men, these young men. They don't look that old, but I mean, my eye could, I might need some Visine. They don't look that old. I'm going to say that again. They don't look that old. So I'm calling them young men. These young men need to get it together. It's too many puppies and cats that need to be adopted, honey. It's too much going on. Just pull over and just start picking up the trash on the side of the road. I got a list for y'all. Y'all want to come down here and wash my car? Y'all want to help me plant, some of these flowers that I've been lagging about planting?
oh, come over and clean my garden out. Clean these
Right.
weeds.
Like, let's do it. Let's do it. Cause this is not the tea. This is not the tea. It's not the tea, honey. It's not. It's not. I don't know. We all got stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's crazy. Like, you come out, then you come back in, and you come out and come back in. Honey, you're not wanted here. You're not wanted here.
Absolutely not.
Go on your channel and do what you do best, honey.
And the amazing thing is people are revealing themselves. That was a prayer. God, show me who's not supposed to be for me. God, show me who I need to eliminate out of my life. And baby, they are showing up like it's the Freaknik.
Yeah.
Seriously, they are showing up like the Freaknik. And that's been out.
Right.
That's been gone.
But like
news.
It's good that everybody is being revealed, and because you would think that there would be some camaraderie, like the Black creators and that whole collective. Honey, it's a mess, honey. It's broken. Ain't no collective. Everybody is out for themselves, and it's fine. It's fine. Go on and do you over there.
Mm-hmm.
And stop, faking the funk.
But this is my thing. If these people covered Black Lives Matter, George Floyd stories like that, did y'all really give a fuck, or was y'all just there to hype it up, get the views, act concerned, and pander to the audience to run that story? It's like they are just like a certain news station that is designed to put out the worst of Black people. You get what I'm saying? Like that mainstream. It's like y'all go and apply for a job there.
Right.
Pay for it.
It's like that nosy bitch at work that should have joined the police academy and became a full-blown investigator. Like, it's like, girl, your talents. What are you doing working at Ross, honey? You need to be over there doing the forensic science. Like, what's good, girl? Like,
Hmm.
for wasting your talents. You know, that bitch that know what time you came in from your break, when you left for your break, how long you were in the bathroom. That bitch. It's like, girl, for real? I know everybody has worked with one of them. You
Yeah.
know, or if you haven't worked with one of them, you are them.
Yes. You're the, you know, it's the gossip for me. It's just like people just love the gossip. I mean, they just really, when they elaborate, the gossip. Let me give you the gossip.
Hmm.
If the gossip is the only thing that you got to give me, get the fuck out of my way.
Right.
Get out of my way.
But
Now,
everything
oh,
becomes
go
so,
ahead.
huh?
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying everything has become so hardcore. Like, everybody loves a good read and a good cha cha cha. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, it's light, it's witty. You know, you can kiki about it. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's some funny people on here, but now it's turning vicious. It's turning slanderous. It's turning just hateful. You know what I'm saying?
It's like defaming me because it's like you're saying all this and that, and then you're adding family members in it. And it's like, oh, we want more details, but stop telling details because it's like you're trying to help and hurt me at the same time. You're allegedly trying to help me, but really in the process, if I see somebody in distress and they are sharing their story and they say, well, it's certain other things that I can't say, I can respect that. When I go to their lives or when I'm showing up for them, I'm doing that, just simply showing up for them.
Hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Oh, and you know what? Actually, yeah,
But you know what? I'm happy that you are sharing your story, and you know, like, you just like the clip about the trans women. That's so, like, important for people to know. You know, like, because, you know, I mean, some people haven't been exposed to a trans person, so they don't you know, they don't know what's really going on.
yeah,
And you guys are, to live your truth out loud, you guys are in a very freeing spot, and also in the same place a very dangerous spot.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so crazy how hard it is to be you guys. But I mean, it's hard to be us sometimes too, but it's like you guys are getting killed at such a fast pace, you
hmm,
know, and that's just a percentage of what they're reporting. You know, when you do see some attention brought on the news, it still could be three girls out there that don't make it to the news. That's just like when I was living in Los Angeles. You can't you can't report all of those killings. They have to weed out and pick which ones they're going to put on the news. Like, there's so many other people that are getting in car accidents, are getting killed, you know, getting robbed, this and that. You know what I'm saying? That's just an hour television show. They have to, you know, just whatever is the hot topic, you know, so to speak. They have to, you know, kind of push that one. But there's so many stories that are not being told, you know. And
yeah,
then with a lot of trans, and this is just from my experience, I ain't gonna say a lot, but there is a huge amount of them that don't have the support of their family. So if they do hear something, they're like, well, you know, she was doing this and that. So I'm not even going to report that, you know, she's missing. I'm not even going to report that, you know, the police did tell me that she got murdered. You know what I'm saying?
hmm.
So it's just
And
like,
then let me just say this. And Sonya, I know this is your birthday. I love you and I appreciate you. But I did have to unmod you because you are a mod with King Pain. There is a conflict of interest. Just to protect my mental, I unmodded you. So just a heads up.
She's a mod over there with King.
Yeah. Uh-huh. So yeah, I'd rather you just go ahead and serve that king. I'm a bag out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not trying to have issues with people, and it's like right now, my trust, I don't trust nobody right now. I'm on alert with everybody. I'm just gonna be honest. I was attacked out of nowhere, so I don't see how people just don't get why I feel the way that I feel. And certain things make a big difference. See, it's the smallest things that make the biggest difference.
I mean, at the end of the day, you're the one that's tossing and turning. You know, when we get off of this call, you're the one that's in pain. You know what I'm saying? You're the one that's in pain. You're the one that has to make dinner, even though you're in pain. You're the one that has to pick up your kids, even though you're in pain. You know, you're the one that's having the headaches. You're the one that's trying to get comfortable with the pillow. You know, so it's just like you have to do what's best for you. Because, you know, when we get off of this, everybody's going to go in their own directions with their lives. You know, that's why it's important to, you know, do self-care and to protect your peace,
Mm-hmm.
because you're the only one that's going to be able to do that. You know, your husband can only rub your feet and rub your back so much. You have to find that energy within yourself,
Yeah,
because we're still on these individual journeys,
that's true.
you know.
Because he's at work, I'm still here.
Right. You know, you're the one that has to muster up the energy to wipe down the counters. I know how you like you have a cleaning business.
Okay.
You don't play that shit. Your house is spick and span. So I can only imagine the things that are irritating you that you still know, well, you still muster up the energy to do, you know,
Yeah,
even though you're in pain. Like I know you, you know,
yeah.
so it's just one of those things where it is what it is.
It is what it is. I still got to be a mom. I still have to be the wife. I still have to do as much as I can while I can, you know, even if that's sitting down with the kids talking, making sure they did their homework. Did you read for 15 minutes? Did you get a snack? Do you have clean clothes for tomorrow? It's life still goes on.
It still goes on.
And it's like, if I wanted to play those silly ass games, I would go and get in the sandbox and play with my kids. Let's play in sand. Let's be, if I wanted to be childish, kids, let's go play at the park.
Right.
You know, so, if you know that I'm physically not well, if you know I'm mentally not well, if you know that I'm just not well in general, and you want to push stuff in my face, then you've got to go, because you're harming my mental. And I am trying my best to keep it all together. Trust me, I am. I make it look easy, you know. I make it look easy, but trust me, it's not.
Yeah, there's so much on your plate, girl. You know, but I'm proud of you because you really know your triggers, you know, and you're freeing yourself of your triggers. You know what I'm saying? Like you
Hmm.
see it and you knocking it off head on. You know what I'm saying? Because this could drive somebody really off the deep end. It's a lot. It's a lot, you know.
Being a recovering addict, like I tell my therapist, right now, is the perfect time for me to use.
So
You
you
know what
can
I'm saying?
about nothing. So you
Because
can,
I don't want to feel shit.
yeah.
I don't want to feel a damn thing. So just that making that choice of staying sober every day from that drug of choice, you know, it gets heavy.
This
It,
is this is a big obstacle. Like who
Mhm.
would want to have a couple of hours of not thinking about what happened to you, reliving it, the pain going away? Who wouldn't want that? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Way that you know you could escape with that type of outlet, and just the fact that you're still saying no, like I went through this, but I'm not gonna backslide. Like
Yeah.
this ain't happening. I can face this. I'm strong enough, and
So
that
what?
takes a lot of manifestation and a lot of, speaking out loud, praying out loud. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's like I love hard. I love and I love hard. And I just want everybody to just love. Let's not tear somebody down. It's been there too, Sonya. It's like it's just so much hate going on. Let's just like guys, let's whoever's watching, if y'all know these people, pray for them. Pray that God gives them a change of heart and they turn their content around and not belittle their own people. You know what I'm saying? How you asking me to support your black business and then you tearing me down on the next hot topic?
Right. I'm praying for them to get boyfriends or dogs or cats.
Yeah.
I'm praying for them to. There's a hole in these men. It's gotta be, because when you in love, when you know of love, even when you're seeking like real love, you don't move like this. You don't move like this. You don't call up to hotels. You don't. You wouldn't even fathom that. Like it, you would come from such a light and supporting place. You know what I'm saying? Like you
You
wouldn't
know,
move like this.
why that particular situation and all of it, but that one in particular, it's like I didn't sat and gather, me and my husband had the conversation first, and then for me to say, to explain it to them, daddy didn't hit me, I was attacked, and for you to sit up and call that hotel, you're sitting and laughing in my motherfucking kid's face. Like and that sent me. That sent me, and I'm just like, I was all types of feelings and thoughts came through my head. But one thing I did do, I got saved 2 days ago. I think it's like 2 or 3 days ago.
You talking about with Eagles?
Yes,
Yeah, he was amazing.
I gave my life on over to the Lord. And, going forward, you know, I'm not going to fight evil with evil. I'm still human. Yes, I'll be vocal about how I feel. But as far as being malicious and wanting to tear you down, I can't. I'm praying for a husband.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
my
It takes way more energy to stoop on their level than to just rise above. It takes a lot of what is that, discipline? Because we are human beings. It's like you want to turn up. You turned up, I want to turn up. But once you just kind of really sit in that truth and just let them be like you said, out there, playing in the sand, doing dumb shit. It's like, well, honey, run out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You want to play in traffic? Well, play in traffic, honey. I'm not going to. That's on you.
Yeah.
You know. And I mean, this whole situation is very hurtful. It's just like just the malicious stuff that's being said. And just that this is even a thing. Someone getting attacked, and I'm gonna go live, and we're just gonna roast them about being attacked, and it not being true. It's like for you to go on the news and speak your truth out in Tulsa. I don't think people realize what a target you have on your back.
Mm.
This is Bible Belt. This is Bible. We are in the Bible Belt. Do you think that they want an issue of a black trans woman? Do you think that Tulsa wants that to be highlighted out here? No, they don't. This is a place that has buried so many African American men with no answer. No answer.
Guess
There's
what?
so many unsolved murders out here just off the black men alone.
Hmm.
Period. Somebody gets shot out here, they do an investigation for what, about 10 minutes. And they quick to be like, well, he was by the liquor store, so I don't know. We think it was drug related. And it's a wrap. That's the community that we're living in. So having someone saying, you know what, this ain't right. It's ruffling a lot of feathers. This woman is being brave out in this small ass town. And that's just facts. Anybody that is fighting injustice out here has a target on their back. They want things to stay a certain way out here. And that's us being in the background, being completely silent and being thankful that we're even living and breathing out in this motherfucker. Real talk. So I know a lot of people are from, different. I'm from Los Angeles. So I know what it's like to be in a big city. I know what it's like to be in a big city. I mean, you do one little thing and you got people protesting and everything in LA. You got people behind you, got allies, people coming out of the bushes, people coming out off the hill, people coming off the freeway. People are marching with you. It's not like that out here. The African Americans are not, unfortunately, going to support a black trans woman out here. That's not what they're getting ready to do. This is Bible Belt. If some of these churches knew that a black trans woman's company was cleaning their churches, that would be a huge problem. That's why this woman has to keep her business on the low. Because if they find out that a black trans woman is cleaning their church and owns the company that's cleaning it, it's going to be a problem. If people knew that these libraries were being touched by a black trans woman's company, that's just where we're at. We're in Bible Belt. We're in the Bible Belt right here. That's controversy. But that's a reality out here. That's a reality for her.
They still think it's a game.
I mean,
But you know what? I'll rise up. I'll rise up. Trust me. And we're gonna rise together because, like I said, with you, evolution, um, you don't know how much you know,
yeah, I know.
but I appreciate you so much for showing up in front of the scenes, behind the scenes, making sure I have this, making sure I have that.
I mean, but I'm still,
Well,
but what people don't know is this is who you are. You are the woman in the community. You're the woman in the community that's always helping someone, and it's heartbreaking to see even some of the people that you have helped, you know, really personally not returning the favor. Not that they have to, but just not even a little something, you know. You've helped so many people keep the lights on. You've put so many groceries in people's refrigerators. I mean, how many times have you gotten off of work and just given out cash? I mean, and where the homeless are. They know you.
yeah, yeah, they sure do.
When those kids outgrow clothes, you are giving them out to families. You don't do the goodwill. You try to
No,
find out what family
confident.
clothes.
Yeah.
You
And a
know,
lot of people don't know that, like when you're not really donating to Goodwill because Goodwill is going to sell it. Yeah,
right?
I don't want people to have to. If they're in need of something, they shouldn't have to buy it.
No, and I do
They-
the thing like old colognes, old clothes. I used to do Goodwill until I went up in there and it looked like damn Ross. I'm like, how are you going to charge somebody that's in need $14.99 for some jeans? They might as well go to a department store. But yeah, just the giving spirit, and that's what aligns our families, giving, 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 you know, and not wanting. We don't receipt people,
Mm-mm.
not expecting anything back. How many times have some of them facilities, especially during the pandemic, the hardcore pandemic, telling you, Queen Tulsa, can we pay you blah, blah, blah? And you still giving these people with, your help, the same standard and the same 100%. And they haven't even paid you in a couple of weeks. But you said, they said that they're going to pay me. And they
Mm.
did. But every company is not doing that. If they can't get paid, they ain't doing nothing.
They want to negotiate. They want to talk it down so they don't have to pay it or pay what it initially was.
Right. That's why the blessings are on the rise. You've done too much. You've done too much.
No,
You
I
and
ain't done enough. I feel like I ain't done enough. I feel like I ain't done enough because with this right here, you know, when you brought up earlier, the graveyard and those bodies that were just thrown out there, I frequent that area.
yeah,
Frequent that area, and so I'm just saying to them, I'm working on it. I'm
right.
working, you know, I'm working on it. They didn't deserve. We had so much taken away from us. You know how many legacies was broke because of that?
Right.
So many legacies, so many homes that was supposed to be passed down through generations as a starter home.
Right.
You focus on raising your family, saving your money, then you go out and purchase you something, start your business. But this is the starter home. This that those areas that was designed to be passed down. It was to make the workload lighter
Yeah.
for us. Black Wall Street was the wealthiest place for blacks here in America.
Nothing has duplicated it. Not even Atlanta. Because it was 100% African American banks, hotels,
Mm-hmm.
restaurants. They didn't have
That
to.
system.
It
Uh-huh.
was millionaires over there, millionaires.
O.W. Gurley.
And there's so many people that don't even know about that. I didn't until I moved out here. I didn't
Mhm.
know about it. And when I found out about it, I was shocked. Because it was so much, it was a lot on it, but it just wasn't exposed. You
Uh-huh.
know, I was like expecting to find, a couple of little pieces, and I'm like, oh, there's more, there's more, there's more, there's more, there's more. And that energy is still here.
Mhm.
That energy is still here.
Let me give you a little rundown. O.W. Gurley was born December 25th, 1867, and went to glory August 6, 1935. Was once one of the wealthiest black men and a founder of the Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I'm getting chills reading this. Known as Black Wall Street.
Mm.
Okay.
But you know what I found out today? Did you know that Central Park, that area used to be all blacks and they pushed those blacks out?
Oh, wow. I did
Central,
not.
Central Park area in New York City used to be all black. Like really, influential blacks with money. It was a whole thing. And people
Mhm.
don't even talk about that.
Wow. See, if you can't, if this is my thing, I'm all about mental stimulation. We can get into the reviews and all that, but here we have real conversations. We have uncomfortable conversations. And I think a lot of people aren't used to living authentic. It's like they're in this false reality. And it's like things are going around you that are affecting you, and you just smiling, waving, and in the mess and have no clue what is going on. That's the sad part.
But
That's
see,
who I'm worried about.
right. But see, if we could gear that energy, that same energy, people waste so much time throughout their days, weeks, months, years, in their whole life. If you could use just a little bit of that energy towards something good, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Yes.
we could make this world a better place. We could make the ghettos beautiful. We so worried about this other stuff, moving out of the ghetto, doing this, doing that. Why don't we plant some flowers where we're at right here?
Hmm.
Why don't we enrich the soil right here? Because I'm gonna tell you something. When the big boys get in there, they show you better than they can tell you how beautiful your neighborhood is. Most of us are living off of freeways, easy access to the city or in the city. they're reclaiming as they say, reclaiming their time. They were doing that in LA.
Time,
Hmm?
reclaiming my time.
Yeah, reclaiming my time. They're reclaiming their areas. Downtown LA, nothing but blacks and Hispanic. Honey, they started putting up these big old condos and these penthouses and stuff like that, cleaning up the area. Now it's the area where a lot of us black and Latinos can't even afford to live. And this used to be our stomping ground. And people used to be like, oh, downtown is so dirty and this and that. All they needed was a little cleaning up. That's all they needed.
Well, apparently you had somebody that was agreeing with you. um,
Oh, right.
that part,
He said that part. Yeah.
yes. And I'm working on some things. And when I tell you, when I tell you, when I tell you, when I had come here, when my cousin had actually sent for me to come here because that was when I was like, I'm done with it. I want to get my life together. I just want a whole new scenery. And that's when the change started. It wasn't rough. It wasn't easy. It was not easy. I thought like how it started off, it started like it was going to be smooth sailing all until I got comfortable. But you guys are going to have to um buy my book and you will definitely know who I am. So that's where I will really reveal like, all the all the hurdles and trials and tribulations and yeah. So when I'm mentally ready to start writing again, I will definitely be doing that. And I got a witness.
Okay. He
So
said, hallelujah.
hallelujah. Yes. So evolution. I'm loving the evolution. It's just
Yeah,
empowering
I
to
had
say.
to I had to rename myself because this this journey is an evolution. You know what I'm saying?
It's empowering to say it. I'd rather say evolution. Yeah.
I love it. And it's 101.
One
It's
on one.
yeah, it's the blueprint.
GD says that she loves us together. We are a force.
Who said that?
GD. Here, let me see. All the panels. Oh, let's see. Oh, she said that we were clearing everyone.
Oh, that's
Like
I just want to make better choices. That's all I wanted was just them to make better choices. Don't come up here with the mess. Just go somewhere else with that. You know, you want
hmm
money? Get on the stage, honey. Do stand up. This isn't the time or the place for this. This is some real shit that's happening right now. If this incident hadn't happened, who knows what we would be kikiing and laughing and talking about. You know what I'm saying?
what projects we'll be working on right now.
I mean, that's just real talk. And it's just I cannot say this enough. Who wanted this? Who wanted this? I wanted to be doing some very fun stuff with my friend. I wanted to be hanging out with my friend and my friend not being in pain. Who wants their friend to be in pain? I should be, you know, with better weather, walking downtown with my friend, laughing, us getting ice cream, us doing us playing pool. Who doesn't want to be doing that right now? Who doesn't want to be doing that with their friend? Like, what the fuck? Who wants to see their friend in pain? Like, don't you get it? Like, she has a life outside of this. Loved ones, friends, acquaintances. She can't move around. This girl likes moving around. She's active. She can't do much of anything. Who would wish that on somebody? Then she's tiny. I don't know what you've heard. I don't know what the kiki is. She's tiny. And to have somebody even 5'10", not even 6 something, but just 5'10", 5'9", throwing their body force on her. She's petite. She's tiny. When she does stuff, her clothes, when she does events, her clothes have to be custom made. They just do. That's just the reality. It's been like that since I've known her. It's just, whew. Like, this is my friend in real life. Like, we could be doing other stuff. We just could. We had plans to do other stuff. You know, I feel for the kids because there was a lot of stuff in motion for the kids. She's a planner. She spoils her kids. She likes her kids to have a good time. The whole leg of the summer has been cut short because somebody decided to not keep their hands to themselves. Somebody decided not to say, you know what, let me have a conversation with this lady. Let me talk to her. Let me see what's going on. Let's try to resolve this through the words. No, this motherfucker said, I'm putting my hands on you. I'm putting my hands on you.
And it's like, you know what? It seems like they want me to break. It's like that's just the energy that I'm getting. It's like they just want me to break. It's like, and responding like, are you for me or are you slandering me? And then it's like, are you really standing up for trans?
They
That's
want you to break.
that's on mute.
They want you to break on camera on their platform so they can get clicks and views. That's when they want you to break. They don't care when you break any other place. They want you to break there. They want to say something slick and throw this question out there and give an eye roll and come on now. They want the entertainment value of the breaking. That's what they want. This is all for a show. Come on my platform. Come on my platform. Girl, come up here. Tell your story. Bitch, I'm not even going to be able to tell my story. Because you trying to drag somebody. This ain't telling my story. This is about trying to drag me. This is about trying to play on words. This is about me maybe telling my story. And then when I leave, oh, well, I think she lying. Let me bring you up here. You think she lying too? Come on up here and let's talk about how she lying. Bitch, you didn't even give a fuck.
At all. Because once I left, after that, it didn't even matter. The goal was to get the story out there. The people that got it, got it. The people that didn't. And that's just how it is. That's just really where I am at it with it.
And them saying, "Oh, she shouldn't be going around." You're telling the general story. Do they think you dumb enough to tell something that could backfire on you?
Exactly.
You're telling the general story. Stay tuned. Everything has not come out. There's so many things that this lady cannot say. Don't you get it? She can't tell the whole story. There's lawyers involved, there's corporate involved. This is a hotel, corporate's involved. These people are involved. Come on now. Ain't nobody that dumb. This is awareness. She know what she can't say. Well, I think she talking too much, and she ain't saying that. She's awareing you guys of the situation. This is a whole ordeal. There's so much stuff she can't say. That's in any case, anything that happens like this. It's a whole bunch of stuff that you have to pull it out in court. The attorneys have to Come on now, ain't nobody stupid. Let's stop that narrative, because that's not true. Just like the video, the portions that people have seen, you ain't seen it all, honey. This girl is fighting for injustice. There's a whole bunch to this, honey. Like, it's just crazy, like how people are just like, now they making up shit.
And you know what? And I've been trying to take my mind off of it as much as I can to not where I'm keep think, you know what I'm saying? Like keep, I'm just trying to like have something to do to where I don't have, an idle mind. And then I go on somebody's show. Then I have this dude just harassing me in the comments. Then he shows up on the panel. He's got a drink in his hand. Oh, and he's feeling good. I mean, he's got that spirit of alcohol in his system. And he's feeling good. And he's like, we're having a real conversation. I'm trying to help a young lady in a situation, and they will tear me down in any place that I go, even when I'm trying to help somebody else. While I'm not even I'm not even getting the support, as much support as I thought that I would, but I'm still out here showing up. That's why I say I'm not going to change who I am, and people are looking for something.
These people are just, they gonna eat their words. It's gonna be funny when everything comes out and everything is said and done. It's gonna be funny. Um, and there's gonna be a bunch of people that don't give a fuck when everything come out. I mean, that's just the reality.
Yeah.
It's gonna be certain ones because of how hard they went. That, I mean, it's just gonna be like, well, damn, I was wrong. I was completely wrong, because you don't know the whole story. You don't know the whole story. There's a whole situation behind this. You don't. You can't. You're not a judge. You're not a lawyer. You don't. Just like there's certain parts, as close as I am, there's certain parts that I don't know. because this is a hardcore situation that happened to my friend. She has to delegate that kind of information towards the people that are helping her with this situation. Just like in any other situation, come on now, let's think of any other situation. It's the same process. But what she can do is enlighten people of what happened to her, but she knows how far she can go. This ain't no dumb woman. So everybody thinking, oh, and honey, sit back, relax, honey. If you want to watch the show, then watch the show, but have a seat, honey, because this is gonna take a while. I know you want a commercial, but no, this is a real movie right here. This is a real situation.
I appreciate you for that because they, yeah. And I just try to keep myself, yeah, you already know how passionate I am just when speaking on issues of injustice. Um, and there's a difference. I am a content creator. Yes, I had a life before this injury. Who says, all right, today, let me get on up and go see which injury I can get today? I mean, really, when you are saying, oh, she's lying, that's what you're saying.
Who wants to go to urgent care? Who wants to go to the hospital? Who wants to get a shot? Who wants to get medicine? Medicine that you didn't have to take before this. Like, come on now. Like, what's going on? What's really going on? But like I said, they don't know you. Because there are people out there that do crazy stuff, but you're just not one of those people. But they don't know you. So I mean, in a way, it's kind of what do you expect? Because they don't know you. It's like somebody could tell me something. If somebody come up to me and tell me a story about you, I know what's real and what's fake because I know you. So somebody come up, oh, she was in the bank and she had a gun and da 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 da. I'll be like, you get out of my motherfucking face. That ain't my friend. But these people on here, the haters, they was looking for some type of loophole. They were looking for some type of, I guess, scam. You know, I guess we're scamming now. We're doing scammy.
Listen here. Listen, I love my freedom. Like, I'm not interested in all that. I am not interested in that.
Right.
Like,
Oh,
I have kids to raise,
right.
like, really? That's,
Queen Tulsa lives a normal life, you guys. This is her outlet. This is what she enjoys doing. She is a lot of fun in real life. You guys are seeing a little bit of her personality. A little bit. She's a lot of fun. She's a she's someone you can call anytime. She is she's everything. You can get some really good advice from her. You could call her anytime. She can make you laugh. Not feeling good, she'll make you laugh. You can tell her a secret and she's not going to tell anybody. She's not going to tell anybody. She is a human being, just like everybody else. I'm sure there's so much to Tasha K that I just don't know about. I'm not in her world like that. There's a lot of people that will tell you that Tasha K is a beautiful person. and probably have tears in their eyes of how much she's helped them. These people have other lives. They have other elements to their life. This is their life, but they have other elements. This is not all of their life. That's not real. You can't put your whole life on YouTube. I don't care. I mean, there's no way possible. You can't do that. We're getting a portion of these people's lives, and just enjoy it. Enjoy what you're getting. If you identify with it, identify with it. If you don't, there's a million other channels. It's like they didn't believe you. Just move on. It's cool. You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. You're just not. That's not real. Everybody does not think that everybody is beautiful. That's supposedly beautiful. You know, everybody doesn't think Halle Berry is all that. She got some people out there that'll ride for her, but you got some people that thinks that she's unattractive. That's life, honey.
I'm taking it in.
I just have to speak my truth because, I mean, you're out here by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm someone that actually knows you. For real, for real. So, like, all these lies is... it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I just want to know, like, why my brothers hate me so much. Because you gotta hate somebody to really get deep down in the gutter to, it's like re-victimizing a person. So not only was I victimized by this person, you victimized me too.
But they don't hate
You
some...
just didn't put hands on me.
Right.
Well, maybe I don't know if those are the right words.
They
to
hate
say.
them.
I feel attacked. Like, bitch, I feel beat all over again. I do. When they roll up on me, I feel beat all over again. Then it's a news article, the news situation popping up, and then it's this. In my head, all this stuff is just going off. It's this. Well, love, you're just gonna have to rewind the video. We don't do that over here, Lovely C. With all due respect, and we thank you for coming over, but you got to rewind the video and catch up. It's not fair to everybody else that's caught up. Evolution, you mind if we have a commercial break?
Sure. Let's do it.
Hello and welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Goddess Tulsa After Dark. This is where you let your hair down, get you a beverage, prop your feet up or down. Now it's time to hit the like. Are you subscribed? Don't forget to hit that Cash App because it's After Dark with a Goddess.
And speaking of my commercial has been used on other people's platforms, and they're like, "Oh, I'm going to strike your channel." This is my thing. We're making a difference, whether people are recognizing it or not. And I'm Mother Queen Tulsa, I'm a mother, not only in real life, but I have to feel, I'm fulfilling those motherly shoes here on YouTube as well. And I'm okay with that. What do mothers do? They nurture, right? They tell you everything is going to be all right. And I'm here to tell y'all that everything is going to be all right. Just trust the process. So we're at 2 hours. Evolution, would you like to continue with the show, or do you think we should end here?
Girl, it's totally up to you.
Here, I'll drop the link and see if anybody wants to come up.
You
Oh,
watch.
yeah, today is Sonya's birthday. Sonya, if you're still in the building, come up so I can give you a happy birthday. What were you saying, Evolution?
No, I was saying, did you watch? Oh yeah, you did watch Real Housewives of Atlanta, didn't you?
Yeah, I actually did a review on it, a recap, child. Yes, I did. So listen, speaking of, what were your thoughts on it?
I love the fact that first of all, I thought Kenya was doing a lot.
You did?
Girl, why would you? If you see somebody behind you, that's what kind of kills me about the games that she plays. You saw Marlo behind you, bitch. Leave that door open. Why would you do that? That was just cutthroat to me. I think she kind of showed her ass. She showed the old Kenya in this last episode. I love that they showed how many times she's called Marlo a hoe and an escort and this and that. But you know what? It's deep to me now that I kind of looking in hindsight. Okay, so Candy.
Oh, you were on Marlo. Sorry.
Oh yeah. Candy and Kenya. I mean, all the women really, I could say, except for Nene. I never really heard about Nene calling Marlo an escort or a hoe. I can't really remember those episodes. I think Nene is the only one that never pushed that envelope. Portia's kicked it out there to Marlo. Every time they get mad, that's like a trigger word for them, like escort, hoe, whore. Like that's just like their go-to.
A go-to.
That's a go-to for them. And it's just really deep because if I was you, if you watch this show, if you listening, I wouldn't be friends with none of them hoes. Just to be honest, I wouldn't. And then it's like, okay, so one episode, Marlo calls Kenya and Candy out for that shit. What she heard in the streets. One episode, y'all called a hoe, and y'all mad, and there's at least 40 to maybe 50 episodes over the seasons of them calling her a hoe and an escort and sleeping with this man, sleeping with that one. So it's just like, it's funny how when you're giving your own medicine, you can't even bounce back from that. I've never seen Marlo angry at them about calling her a hoe or an escort. I've never seen a whole episode of Marlo being so hurt that she was called a hoe or an escort or a woman that has sex with a lot of men. I've never seen that, but I've seen that with Kenya and Candy. They didn't want to talk to her. They were mad at her. What's that about?
You think that they're mad that she's accomplished and not really accomplished? I mean, I can't really say that she's accomplished, but the way she worked to get to where she is was different from theirs. Hers, I think maybe they're looking at it like, oh, it was just, she could just kind of float into money. Rather than them, Candy having to do music or Kenya walking those pageants and scoring those roles on television.
They was doing. We don't know what they was doing. There's a lot of couch, casting, couching, and there's a lot of being passed around in the industry. So
Hmm.
I don't know how Candy made all of her money. They said she was sleeping with Shakespeare, who was doing all the beats for No Scrubs and this and that. There's a lot of talk about what Candy was doing, busting it wide open. That's her motherfucking business. But don't be mad at another motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Don't be mad at Marlo. I think what intimidates them about Marlo is first of all, being fabulous and being grand, that's within you. You can't buy that. You're either grand and fabulous or you're not. You can have a lot of money in your account and still not be grand. And that's what Marlo is. Yes, from the
Get into
hood.
this. Get into this photo. Marlo definitely stands out.
She's that girl. She's that girl. Yes, she has, her issues and stuff like that, but she is living her authentic self. And they did a after show, and Sonya was going in about, Kenya's actions, saying that Ross was aggressive or whatever. And to me, Marlo was speaking some real shit. She was like, you know what? At the end of the day, that's what Kenya wants. She wants a man. She wants a love like that. Marlo mirrors herself off of Carrie. If anybody in the chat knows who Carrie is from Sex and the City, that's Marlo's MO. If she wasn't Monty, before she was Monty, she was Carrie. She was dressing and resting. That's it. She was living her life. Marlo has never cried about wanting a husband or even some damn children. That's not her MO. But Kenya has felt so before she had Brooklyn, she felt inadequate with
Now, listen, before you go any further, I want to point out, girl in the back of this picture is definitely giving you the huzzah.
Oh yeah, that's Drew's mama.
Yeah, she's like, yeah, she agrees, honey. She's sitting back, honey. She's doing what Marlo gives, honey. Let me sit back, gather this tea. So now, when it's time for me to, make my moves, then I know how to come. And I think that's what Marlo did for all those seasons. She didn't have a peach, right?
Right.
Gathering information. So now she has that peach, baby. It's on and popping. Now she's in y'all's tax bracket. Now, how can we get a raise? Get these bitches to working. Who's gonna do it? Me. Get into it, brother.
I don't know. It's crazy, and like that when that lady stood up and was like talking about Marlo always being there for her, it was a lot of but it's like there are people that fuck with Marlo. Just like there's people that fuck with everybody at that table. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their own issues. But I just think that it's um I do wish, and I know it's a TV show, I know it's edited. There's a lot of editing. Like they do want certain people to look a certain way. There's a lot of cutting. There's a lot of cutting and pasting and snipping and snapping. You know what I'm saying? So I get that, but it's like, Candy, come on now. You mad? What you mad about? What are you mad about? For real, for real. And Kenya, what are you mad about? Y'all both hit below the belt. There is no winning side on that. And then it's like, like how I feel about Kenya. She cool and everything, but it's like, Kenya, I seen you. Now you got finally at what, the 14th season, 15th season. Now you want to get your shit together. Now you want to be light and drunk, Kenya. And people only like you when you drunk. That just lets you know what a big bitch you are. You're really nasty. You gotta get drunk and loose for people to say that you're actually fun. That's sad. That's sad. That's sad.
Yeah.
But that's what she gives. That's what she gives. And she's angry. I don't care. She's angry. Kenya's very angry. But girl, you married somebody after a week.
Yeah.
Married somebody after, what do you expect? You didn't even know that man. You didn't
It
even
was
know that man.
speed dating at its finest.
She wanted a baby at any cost. She had to prove it. That baby, I know she wanted the baby for herself, but it was a lot of proving because Phaedra had told her, "Bitch, you ain't having no baby." It was a
Mhm.
lot of people that told her, and she was in a lot of people's marriages. If you look back on them old episodes, she was so involved in those people's marriages.
Mhm.
She stayed in Portia's shit. That first season that Portia was on, she was all up in Portia's shit. She was obsessed. You talk about Marlo being obsessed with you. You were obsessed with Portia. You were obsessed with her. You're still obsessed with her. When she found out that Portia, she was going hard on Portia on social media. When she found out that Portia wasn't coming back, then she eased up.
With that
But
grin right there for the in this photo. Did she have that grin when she found out that Portia wasn't coming back?
I don't even. She knows what a void. I think she was mad that Portia didn't come back because Portia. She always felt like she could come for Portia. That would be a good reading set.
Uh-huh.
Then Portia, she she brought in some views. Portia has a fan base. So when somebody strong like Portia leave, it's hurting the show. I don't care what they say. I don't care what they say. Portia was pulling her weight. You could say whatever you want to say about her. You could say she's violent. You could say that she's dumb. You could say that she's this and that. Portia was bringing in a certain demographic. She just was.
Uh-huh.
Portia's 40. Kenya, Sheree, and all of them, they in their 50s. Then Candy and Marlo, they in their mid 40s. Everybody's bringing something different to the table. I don't know what's gonna happen. But if I could be Marlo's producer, I would tell her, don't pay Candy or Kenya no mind. If she gets to come back next season, just pay them with dust. Pay them, kill them with kindness. I wouldn't even let an opportunity. I'll let her take that lick. I'll be like, oh, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, you don't want to come? Okay, Kenya. All right. I would not argue. I wouldn't give a fuck about her. Because Marlo and Drew and a little bit of Sheree, a little bit. I'm talking about like 3%. Marlo and Drew pulled this whole motherfucking season. I don't give a fuck. They pulled the whole fucking season.
Mm-hmm.
They just did. Marlo. We spent 5 episodes about talking about Marlo and her nephews. 5. Oh my gosh, I just can't believe she did that. And oh my gosh, and da 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 and da 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 da. We spent 5 episodes of not even Marlo talking about it, them talking about it. Marlo contributed. Then Marlo calling people out on their shit was another 5 episodes. Hell, it was only 18 episodes, and then the rest was Drew pulling her weight with the assistant, calling Sheree out, doing this and that. They need a raise. Them two need a raise. You might have hated them during the season, but they need a motherfucking raise. She came with the peach. She's in everybody's mouth. You got Candy's friend reviewing the show on her channel, just going in on Marlo because she made that big of a difference. What would we have had? Think about it, Queen.
Nothing.
Remove Drew and Marlo's interactions. What would we have had? I seen Kenya at a table with some people. No audio. I don't know if that was a business meeting or people ordering lunch. There was no audio on that. I didn't hear her say 12 packages, 10 packages, CVS, Sally's, Walmart. I didn't hear her say anything. She said she was in a meeting, but girl, what was it?
Right.
Was
You
that
know,
your baby? Girl, I don't know. Was it your cousins? Y'all was just at a table. Y'all was at a table. And it's like her brand. She talking about Sheree. Girl, your brand is too big for you to be doing this nickel and diamond. Girl, is this for the show or is this real? Are we really doing this or are we not?
what about Sheree hooking up with Apollo?
I loved it. He looked amazing. And Sheree actually looked decent. Like her hair looked good. Like she gave you like glam, like no glam, but her hair looked really good. Like she looked really youthful in that last scene.
Yes.
I loved it. Like call Phaedra out. She was cutthroat. Cause my whole thing is I believe Angela Staten or whatever that lady's name. I believe her. I read that book. That book was everything. Yeah, Phaedra's cutthroat. Phaedra's cutthroat. She had the law thing under her belt. I believe that they was switching out VIN numbers. Honey, the best of the best is grimy. And I always felt since she stepped on the scene that she was grimy. Always felt like she was grimy.
So you feel like Phaedra was grimy?
Hell yeah.
Not Phaedra.
Yes, Phaedra. She knew what her husband was doing. She was just trying to keep her hands clean. But if you're gonna be be down all the way. Be down all the way. Because before they got married, he had went to jail for some stuff that they were all doing. She knew what he was giving. That lady was she was very clear with her role and what she did. She was not trying to paint herself to be anything. But she was including Phaedra like, no, Phaedra was in on this also. But see, Phaedra knows how to launder money. Because if she didn't, she would have got down too. Phaedra lives in a very, very, very nice neighborhood. Girl, y'all was renting. Y'all was renting when you first started the show. And don't get me wrong, they making money, but girl, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Make it make sense. And the men got caught, just like old boy, Tyrone. Tyrone was money laundering and doing that, that sly shit. That's just some real talk. Phaedra is not wholesome. That's the role that she plays. She's grimy as hell. And I don't know, her story might get popped. Sometimes they do let you, think that you got over on them. The feds. Sometimes they wait until you turn 60 to tell you that you're doing 25 to life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just do. They don't always just say, all right, we got you. Sometimes they're like, you know what? Let's let them still, rack up on what they doing. Let's make them think that they're getting over on us. That's why you hear about these celebrities, like they're not gonna just have you owe $1 million in taxes. They're gonna wait until you got 20.
Well, speaking of $1 million,
Right.
speaking of $1 million, child, um, can you get in there with Sheree right quick? I'm actually about to go in from another screen.
Ugh.
Turn off into Sheree.
Scammer at its finest, liar at its finest, storyteller at its finest, just flagrant. She been flagrant since the first episode. Keeping up with the Joneses ain't got nothing on her. She's all about the public eye, and she does a very sloppy job at doing it. And like they said, when she started lying, she started stuttering. Spring summer. Joggers. Girl, bye. Girl, it ain't been no $1 million. It seemed like $1 million. And then it's like, why do you have all these people get the production going on? She got samples. She ain't trying to start no line. She got this designer doing something, this one doing something, and I guess she just gonna figure out what look best. She could have been making money. She messed that up on herself. She wouldn't have to done any of this stuff.
Yeah, Nene told her a long time ago that she was playing for the wrong team, and Sheree she just wasn't trying to hear all that. Sheree was not trying to hear it.
But like I said, for Sheree to be living the way that she's living,
Mother is giving.
she's
I
something. And I
Yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if she's going to Dubai and they say you go over to Dubai and you make, a couple 100,000 and then bring your butt home.
yeah.
I wouldn't
I
be
would-
surprised. Because she definitely was over in Africa for a minute.
oh yeah.
She
Oh
was over
listen,
in Africa for a minute. I remember that.
listen. Now I would be here for it. With her African lover. You know,
Right. Right.
Sheree gets the African lover. You know,
Right.
I would definitely be here for it. It's given like y'all need Portia back up on here, so Portia can hook y'all up.
Portia was winning with them Africans.
Oh baby, yes. They was clowning her, but you know what? I loved was how elegant. You know when Portia and Kenya had rolled up in their Rolls Royce. That gave me like a flashback of what it was back in the day. You know, everybody pulling up in their
Yeah.
yeah, pulling up in their fancy vehicles. It's like I want to see the new cars. You know, I'm a car girl. Show me the new vehicles.
Yep.
Show me the fashions. Show me the events.
And it slapped Kenya in the face. It's a joint birthday party, girl. It's
Exactly.
a birthday party. You trying to be nasty. It's your birthday party, girl. And you only had one guest, honey. And that cousin looked rough, honey. she looked like she was out in the weather that we're experiencing right now. She came in there in all black, and when they opened up that door, I was like, girl, it was like dun 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 dun. It was giving very much Halloween. Girl. Even after a cocktail, that bitch still didn't have a smile on her face. I'm like, well, girl, what is it gonna take? They're bringing out food, sure, honey. They're bringing out the food, honey. There is food. Calm down, honey.
Like we need Phaedra back. I
Bring her skin ass back. Oh, geez, I don't know. Bring her and Apollo back. I would love to see some yelling in the middle of the garage. We need that.
Yes.
I need coming home and the kids are gone because Apollo came while you were out in the streets and he came and picked up the kids and he's not answering his phone. How about that?
No, how about Apollo's brother was my best friend in elementary school.
What?
Yeah.
And his name is Everett.
His name Ryan. It's Ryan and Michael.
Really?
They're twins. Ryan was my best friend.
That's deep. Apollo look good.
He does. But I never seen him. Like it was just them, and
right.
Yeah, but I was like, wow. And I had thought about my best friend. See, his brother Michael, he wasn't my best friend. Michael was a little aggressive. Ryan was more like nice,
Yeah.
He was more calm. But yeah, child. I said I would really love to run into them today, child, and be like, hey, it's me. It's me. Do you remember? Oh, girl, y'all gotta go. Listen, y'all gotta get on over to Storm's house, child. He had me going, and that's where I got that from.
I love Storm. I don't know why they're trying to. Who cares who Storm is sleeping with?
Exactly. Storm had me going. He was like, "Do you remember?" Ooh, all right. I said, "Yes, I do, child." He had me saying it. Do you remember?
Girl, he had a big weekend too. His weekend last weekend was out of control. That motherfucker worked. That motherfucker worked. When they say go to work, he went to work, honey. He went to work with no lunch.
Yes. Okay.
No lunch.
No lunch, and bitch, it did work it on overtime.
Yeah,
hello?
girl. No lunch, honey. That lunch was in the kitchen.
Okay.
At the house, honey. There was nothing to eat, honey. That wallet was at the house too, honey. It was just peas in that pocket. Baby. I said this. I looked up. I was like, oh my gosh. Like, we're going live at 2 a.m. Like, this is what's really happening.
Oh, yeah. It was definitely happening. Honey. I said, and I went on there and I gave him his flowers because my thing is, no matter where you start off in life, you have your hurdles and things like that. But he hasn't just been, that I'm aware of, been malicious to me. I like his content. He lets you come up and talk, and it's a good time. He's a good time, and he has an audience that.
He was like, take over.
Yeah.
He was like, take over for me while I get.
Yeah. And see, some people, they get in, some people are intimidated by, a big presence. And some people aren't. Some people are comfortable that, hey, I'm in my lane. This person has their lane. And I don't have to unscrew this person's light bulb in order for me to shine. And I think we need to see more of that. And that's why I go and support. And now it's just, I feel like I'm having a, Marshall Mathers moment. I'm cleaning out my closet.
Right.
I'm cleaning out my closet right now. And people need to understand that it's nothing personal. This is nothing personal. This is just for me.
Right.
And if you getting offended and you getting all hell bent and you doing all this, then hey, there's your ticket. You just earned it. We gonna holler at you. I still love you, but right now I'm doing something for me. And if you love me, you respect me, you would understand. Okay, she's been through something traumatic. She's not, she's expressing that she's not okay. Let me take that into consideration when approaching or bringing things to her. You get what I'm saying? It's
Right.
all about respect.
But that's just like what's her name? Jaguar. Jaguar, right?
Jaguar, right?
I believe everything she says, and the reason why I do is because I was in the industry, so I know like how that story goes, and it's just deep to me how there's so many people that don't believe her and think that these are human beings. Alicia Keys is a human being. Beyonce is a human being. Like she knows what's going on. Like, listen to this woman. She's brave. She's brave. Listen to her. I've never, like when she came on the scene, they was like, she's not making sense. She's not doing this. Why? Because you can't believe that your favorite is doing it behind closed doors.
Exactly.
Like, anybody could go in the studio. A lot of these people were made, honey. Don't believe that story. Those authentic stories are gone, honey.
You better say that.
And I know for a fact that Alicia Keys is cutthroat. Ugh. Been around her, honey. Been around her. You'd be surprised how many people that have the front of being kind are not kind in real life. How about that?
Exactly. And
Maybe she's changed. I'm
yeah,
not gonna hold her. Maybe she has changed. It's been some years. But
yeah.
all I can speak on is how she was at that time when I was around her ass. She was cutthroat.
Oh, wow. So she was so pretty much, was she like a content creator?
Who?
The Jaguar, right? Lady.
She was signed with Jay-Z and them. And she went on I want to say Storm's platform.
Uh-huh. They had a relationship
Mm-hmm.
doing content. Okay.
Well, he wanted her to do content because she has so many stories about being in the industry. So they did episodes together, but she never jumped off on YouTube. She's like living her life. But Tasha K, because of her alliance with certain people in the industry, she said she did kind of like the shit that's happening with you. She was like, "Come on my platform and tell your story." And instead of Jaguar being able to tell her story, she chewed her up.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I can understand. And then I wanted to go on somebody's platform right now. Yeah, I understand exactly. Um, well, I can't say I understand exactly how she felt, but I understand. Like when you have people attack you and then they want to make that narrative something else and don't give you the opportunity. But then when you do give your story, then they twist it and turn it, and like you said plenty of times, like looking for holes, looking for a gap, looking for um, just anything to critique.
Like she talked about her story, and I know it was because it ended up coming out that Tasha K had some alliances with some of the people and basically promised them that she was going to, do justice in making her look like a fool. But Tasha K, if you've never been in the industry, honey, you can't talk about it. And that's why you got the problem with, your situation right now. Because you didn't know what the fuck you were talking about. You just didn't. And I love Tasha K. But girl, you have to go in spaces that you can. That's just like what you were talking about earlier. I will never know what it's like to be a trans woman. And I just won't.
Exactly.
I just won't. I will not. Not in this lifetime. Now, can I be aware? Can I be knowledgeable on some of the things you go through? Yes, because I can have dialogues with people like you and other trans guys can tell me where you're from and tell me how you feel and tell me about this and tell me about that. But I still, until you experience it, that's just like you trying to describe vanilla ice cream. You just have to try it. You would literally have to try it. You know what I'm saying?
Now I want some ice cream.
No, that's
Thanks
some.
to you.
I could tell you it's okay when it hits your tongue and this and that. All you're doing is just fantasizing. Bitch, get a spoon and try the shit.
That is true. Oh my God. Like, I seriously. All right, y'all. We got to go to Brahms and get some ice cream.
I love it.
Because this is just what it's giving right now. So, actually, we're on a road trip. I'm picking up my babies. And then we're going to go get. Should I think just because it's like rainy out, I'm about to download this app and get us something to eat and then
Okay.
do ice cream and then just relax with everybody and we do but once they do their homework and stuff we can sit and do our game because they had a pass this weekend where they had went away,
Okay.
so now they're back.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah,
Go ahead, do your family thing.
okay. Well, thank you so much. No, and this was a great engagement. Like, um, we got to tackle a lot of things, like standing for standing up for injustice. Silence is violence. We got the Real Housewives of Atlanta out of the way. I think I'm gonna visit about them a little bit more.
Okay.
I'm not really sure exactly what it is that we're gonna cover, but the people are asking, and so I think we're gonna just go ahead and put it in the kitchen and cook it up.
All right. I'm down.
All right. Well, listen. You already know how we end the show with encouraging words, and what's some encouraging words that you want to leave the people with?
Like I always say, just lead with love and just fight for injustice. It affects all of us. Stand up for what's right. Don't turn your cheek. Stand up. Help your brother and sister out. Let's fight together and let's win together. And that's all I got to say. Bye, everybody.
All right. And on that note, thank you all for coming out to the Queen Tosa Show. I'm your host, Queen Tosa. Everybody have a safe, prosperous day on purpose, and just understand that it's just one day at a time for me. And if you see me out on lives, try not to harass me. Try not to make my life difficult. That's the only thing that I ask. I know I don't have the power to tell you what to do, but I can say let's just be great and let's be kind human beings. Let's flow with kindness. Let's be of kindness and let's push kindness. All right. Honey, do you want to help me dismiss the show by saying goodbye to everybody that's watching?
Goodbye, everybody. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your night.
All right. And so on that note, we are out of here.